Hi there, welcome to February's Look of the Month. I'm super excited to share with you our chocolate covered strawberries look. Now, a lot of what I do is very classic. Um, I teach you the classic way to apply colors, the classic looks, things like that. And today I'm going to take this neutral look and I'm going to show you a little bit more trendy way to wear it. I don't really love trends very often because they are just that trendy and they come and go so quickly. But I've been playing around with some trendy things lately. I kind of like them. So I'm going to show you how to do this look in a trendy way. And if you feel like you want to see the classic way, just leave me a message and let me know. If I have enough requests, maybe I'll do that. I also don't have all my makeup on like typically because I'm going to make another video of some things that have changed. Wouldn't really call them necessarily trendy things as new ideas for how to use your products. So I'll be covering things like a little bit different way to wear eyeliner, a little bit different way to do your eyebrows, a little bit different placement for your contouring, a little bit different look of lipstick and things like that. So watch later this month for that video. All right, let's get started. So this is our really sweet chocolate covered strawberry look. So if you're a Mary Kay girl, here I've got Moonstone and I've got Dusty Rose and I've got Golden Mauve and I've got Hot Fudge because we need chocolate for our chocolate covered strawberries, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with our blending brush. So if you've ever heard this before, the puffier the bristles, the more soft the placement of the color is going to look. Okay, so I just really want a soft placement, and so I've got this really fluffy brush, and I'm going to start here with the Dusty Rose first. Now, everyone has a different shape of eye, so yours might be a little bit different. But I do want you to find the crease of your eye. And so the crease is the part right above your eyeball. So most people have a prominent crease. Not everybody does, but if you can't see it, it will be right above your eyeball. Okay. And so a lot of people have much less space than I do. So if you do, you're just not going to take yours up as high. We're going to leave some uncolored skin right here. So we're just going to come in this area. Now, the little bit trendier look I'm going to do is going to pull that first color out towards the end of the brow, where normally you see me come here and go in that swooping motion, but I'm going to come all the way out here, and I might go kind of past this line a little bit. But in my next video, I'm going to show you how to fix that. So we're going to kind of stick along those lines, but it's going to come clear out there. And you'll notice that a lot of times I only come to right about there. So it's a little bit different. And what it does is it elongates that eye and helps it to look lifted. Okay. So let me take my Dusty Rose. Sorry, my table must be uneven. It keeps moving. I have a new mirror. I don't think it's going to be very helpful right now. It's just really big. Okay. So I'm just going to work it into that crease. Now I do already have my foundation on, my primer. I'm kind of creased right there because I put some, I have dark eyelids, so I put some concealer on my eyelids. So I have all of that ready. I personally like to do my foundation before my eye colors, but that's just me. Okay, so you can see where I put that, right? And we didn't really come past that spot. And then I pulled it down just a little bit out here. It's not really touching my eyelid, okay? And right into about where my eyebrow starts to go up, or maybe to the inside of your iris. How about that? Okay, so we're gonna repeat on the other side. And I know a lot of times I talk about how I like to pat our colors into place, but for this look, I really like to just kind of work it in by the swooping, I don't know. Okay, and then we gotta make sure they're even. Okay, so there's your first color. Next thing I want you to do is to take your golden mauve color. Okay, so you'll see this is kind of a pink brown, I think is a good way to describe it. And I'm gonna do half of my eyelid. So when I say your eyelid, I mean the mobile part on top of your eyeball, or the part on top of your mobile eyeball. And then you're gonna come about halfway, and I'm gonna kind of make a little triangle out here. Now you're gonna see I will come up into my crease just a little bit, okay? Like I'll be in my crease. I won't really be above it, but I'll be in my crease. So I'm just patting that in there. Okay. And then I like to come from that corner back in. And remember, wherever you lay your brush down, the most product falls. So we always want to try to work on the outside of the eye in. Okay, and I'm coming, like I said, about halfway. Now, I have prominent eyes. They're big. So I could even, if you've got big eyes, you could even pull it in a little bit more if you wanted to. I want to leave a little bit lighter, a little bit more space for that lighter color, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, just pressing it into that crease, then pulling it into that corner. And into the middle. Okay. Making sure they're even. All right. Oh, and that, by the way, is our crease brush because it's got a little bit of an angle to it. And then you can see that these bristles are a little bit more stacked, so they're going to deliver a little bit more color. Okay, now here comes another trendy part. I'm going to take our smudger brush. So you can see it's kind of at an angle, but it doesn't come to a like really hard point. So it's got a soft point to it. So it's going to give me great focused color while still really delivering a soft look, I think is a good way to describe it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the Hot Fudge, okay, so that dark brown color, and I'm going to come along this line. I want to come from the corner of my eye up into that crease area that I did right here. Okay, and then I'm going to also kind of smudge it along my lash line. So here goes. First time I've ever done it on camera. Hopefully it goes well. Okay. It doesn't have to be super dark. Yeah, you can see that. And then I'm going to smudge it along my lashes too. Now, let me tell you this, depending on your eye shape. So I have, I don't know if my eye shape is necessarily weird, but something about it, if I just leave it like this, it just kind of looks like a line and a line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this part in as well. So if the angle of this line doesn't flow really nicely into like a swoop, let's go ahead and let's just fill that in a little bit. Now I'm going to kind of keep my color light here because I don't want it to be super dark. That's not the trend right now. The trend right now is more of a natural, non-makeup makeup look. All right, let's see if I can repeat it. And this eye always takes color better than my other for some reason, so. And when I come along that lash line, you'll see I'm kind of stopping right around that middle point, just a little bit in. So that's how far you want to bring that in. And remember what I always say, make sure you turn your head to look at where you're placing your product. If you just look here, you're not going to get that line maybe in the right spot, or maybe you would miss that part that needs filled in right there, okay? All right, then I come back with that blending brush. I'm just gonna pull that brown in a little bit because I want to soften that up just a tiny bit so that it blends together. But the trendy look is a little bit of a sharp line here. So watch out for my next video because that is gonna be one of the techniques I show you. Or if you follow me on Instagram, I revealed it several months ago, so you might have already seen it. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with our all over eye color brush and that moonstone color. All right. And that's going to go on the rest of my lid right here. Right there. Just finishing up the rest of that lid. Now, I also, if you have one eye width in between or less, I also want you to pop it into that inner corner, okay? If you have more than one eye width in between your eyes, you don't need to do this. Because anytime you put light, it's gonna make that area look more, bring it forward and pop it better. And anytime you have a darker color, it's going to make that spot recede backwards. Okay. And going back to this, I'm just gonna lightly, very, very lightly, because I don't want to deposit a lot of color, but I just want to blend it all together. And that is our sweet strawberry, chocolate covered strawberries look. And I'll finish it off and I'll leave a photo, but that's the trendier way to do your makeup right now. Honestly, usually an even trendier way to do it is just with two colors. So I would do that first look and then just the highlighter color, and you would be done and you would be ready to go. But I wanted to show you a little bit trendier way to do with 4 colors. So hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit subscribe so you know when I post new videos, generally once a month, sometimes 2 or 3 times, just depending on how life is going. Would love to hear if you have any feedback, anything that you'd like to see, just let me know. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon with those updated tricks.